We are Mike,
And Christy.
and we did our presentation on Quizlet.
Quizlet. Yeah. Okay, and this is the Quizlet homepage at www.quizlet.com. And if you look up in the right-hand corner, you can click the sign up button, or you can sign in with your Google account. So we're going to click sign up, and bam, create a Quizlet account.
We have already created an account, so now we're going to show you how to actually make a set of cards to use on Quizlet. You'll select the Create a Set function right here. You can place a title on your set. We'll call this Ways to Use Quizlet.
Yay, Quizlet.
And you can actually write in this area where it says enter your terms, enter exactly what you would like to look at. So we might say pros, and then we'll put into here exactly the pros that we have. You could put cons as well.
Oh, look at you being smart.
Instead of creating a new set of cards, though, we'll just look at a set that I've already made.
Because we're prepared.
We can actually look at the metric abbreviations that I've created to use in a pre-algebra classroom. And you can see here, once they're all created and finished, there are many ways that you can use them here on Quizlet. You can do flashcards, where they literally just give you a flashcard, you guess, and then you click it and it flips. Along with flashcards, you can also do a learn, which you can see I've actually already been practicing on this.
You did get that.
And I did get a 10 out of 10.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And it just gives you the abbreviation, and from there you would type in exactly what it's supposed to be. It gives you instant feedback as well. There's also a speller function where it will speak the term to you and you have to type what you hear. So they said M, and so it would be Milla.
Duchy.
You can also create a test straight from this page as well. And not only can you learn with them, you can also play with them. There are two games here, Scatter and Race, that you can do with your sets of cards as well.
Okay, so Quizlet has a few pros and a few cons. Let's start out with the pros. Great practice for vocabulary. Membership is not required to practice. There are more ways to practice than just with flashcards, as we showed you. There's Race and what's the other one? Scatter. It generates tests. It's super user-friendly, so super easy to create and use. There is also a mobile app available, so you can do your little Quizlet flashcards on your phone. And you can share sets with other teachers, so there's no need to go reinventing the wheel. You can just steal somebody else's. The cons are there's a teacher account required, or the teacher account rather, it requires payment, which is no buenos. Limited features for free. There are ads on the website, unfortunately, and without a teacher account, you cannot track students' progress.
As I said earlier, I created a set of metric abbreviation cards to use in my Christy Frank's classroom of pre-algebra students. They are working on looking at the abbreviations that go before the standard unit, such as meter, gram, and liter. And so they were supposed to memorize these and to understand what they mean. It lines up with this Common Core state standard 8.ee.a.3, which says to be able to use numbers expressed in the form of a single digit times an integer power of 10 to estimate very large or very small quantities, and to express how many times as much one is than the other. For example, estimate the population of the United States as 3 times 108 and the population of the world as 7 times 109, and determine that the world population is more than 20 times larger. To be able to understand this standard, they have to know the powers of 10 and the scale factors that goes with them. Along with this set of metric abbreviations, I also created a set of cards that lined up the tens and the powers of tens with the metric system. You can see here that there's a whole nother set of cards for them to practice their powers with the prefixes that go beforehand. I would have students look at these and maybe in a classroom actually play the scatter game. The scatter game allows them to drag them together and match them to be able to make them disappear. We know that a milla is 1 over 1,000, so a student could come up to the smartboard and drag the milla right there and make them disappear. I think this is a very interactive tool that I would definitely use in a classroom. I could see students really enjoying using this more so than just writing things.
Okay, let's talk about why I like Quizlet so much. First of all, you can make flashcards, and that is fantastic for learning vocabulary in a foreign language. Let's look at how Quizlet does it. See, you can see computer, and then you press it. Oh, wait.
La computadora.
And then it says the word in the target language, along with a image. So that's kind of cool. So I personally really like Quizlet. I think it's super awesome. And this also helps students to reinforce the learning that they had already previously learned in the classroom. The nice part about Quizlet, especially this part here, it helps with the standard, the interpretive communication, and derive meaning from message and text using listening, reading, and viewing strategies. Understand new words, phrases, sentences, or the main idea with the help of visuals and graphics that accompany texts. So essentially, Quizlet is doing that standard for me, which helps out fantastically. So I like Quizlet. Go team.
As you can see, we both think that Quizlet is a great tool to use in the classroom as a teacher and as a student. So we encourage all of you and your students to be able to use it and hope that this video has helped you learn how to use this Web 2.0 tool.
Thanks for watching. Okay, thanks. Bye.